Hi everyone, this is T Dinesh Kumar. In this video, I am going to explain you the GPS surveying procedure. In surveying, we need to consider some observations, so which will give us the best observation for any survey. So before starting the survey, some pre-observations needed to be made. So there are some 9 pre-observation things to be followed for surveying any objects on the earth. So the first one is the measurement of an antenna phase center above the reference point is an important aspect that needs to be taken care of. The antenna phase center variations are due to the fact that the geometric center of the antenna is not at all electronic center. This variation can be eliminated by using only one type of antenna and by pointing in the same direction. Second is the improper measurement of an antenna height is the most troubling problem, leading to a large number of errors. The best way to avoid this problem is to measure the antenna height twice, which is once at the beginning and once after completion of the survey, such that we will get good measurement of the antenna height. Third one is the performing GPS receiver calibration is an important in GPS surveying. One simple method that can be performed is by using a zero baseline measurement. This measurement is made by connecting 2 or more receivers to one antenna. Since a single antenna is used, the baseline component should all be 0. The zero baseline measurement essentially checks the functioning of the receiver, its circuits and electronics, and it is a convenient method of troubleshooting receiver problems independent of the antenna biases. The fifth point is that the receiver initialization is done for both of static and kinematic surveying by pre-programming or by using on-site input of some parameters. For static surveying, initialization includes the selection of sampling rate, bandwidth and the number of satellites required to track the particular positioning, the start and stop time for the entire session, the cutoff elevation angle and the assignment of a data file name. For kinematic surveying, the phase ambiguities are determined during initialization either by static technique or a kinematic technique. The kinematic on-the-fly OTF is the most advanced technique to resolve these phase ambiguities. After making pre-observations and initializations, the surveying procedure can be started by adopting one of the suitable GPS surveying or positioning approaches depending upon the application. Precaution is recommended during thunderstorms, other natural disasters, since the lightning strikes may destroy the instrument, so therefore the receivers should be switched off and the antenna should be disconnected in kinematic modes. While taking surveying measurements at a completion of a session, a check of the antenna position including the measurement of its height is recommended for good surveying. A final recommendation is to prepare at the site, which has a site occupation sheet that should be completed at the end of the session. This sheet should contain at least the following informations like project name, station name, date, session number, start time, stop time, station identifier used for filing the name, name of the observer, receiver, the antenna serial number, height of the antenna and eccentricities in position and the problems that it has been experienced. So the practice of connecting a GPS network to a horizontal control point is most simple when the control point is in a clear location. So the GPS antenna is placed directly upon the mark where we want to locate or track or survey. In many cases, however, this is not possible because the control monument is located in an area with many obstructions where multipath is a greater problem. So in these instances, the point must be occupied extrinsically. References for my presentation is Lange RB, Why is the GPS signal so complex in the GPS world? Ben Hoffman, Wellenhoff, H. Riginger and J. Collins, GPS Theory and Practice. Alienic GPS Satellite Surveying, John Willisons. Wells D. et al. Guide to GPS Positioning. Kaplan E. Understanding GPS Principles and Applications. Shaw M.K. Sandhu and Turner, Modernization of the Global Positioning System. Langley R.B. The Mathematics of GPS. Conley R.F. Life After Selective Availability. B. Parkinson, J. Springer Jr. GPS Theory and Applications. A. Klunsberg and P. Twinsin, GPS for Geodesy. Ahmed L. Rabani, Introduction to GPS, the Global Positioning System. GPS for Dummies by Joel McNamara, 2008. Understanding GPS Principles and Applications by Elliot Kaplan and Christopher Hegarty. Applications of GPS website. Civilian applications of GPS website. GPS World website. A Guide to GLONASS website. Official Galileo homepage website. Ice Shelf Tidal Animations website. For any questions, you can comment in my comment box. For further videos, kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you.